good afternoon. It's me, Diane from Eclectic Beauty Studios, and I am here. Today is Tuesday, a day late. I've been trying to do lives on Mondays, but by the time I got around to being able to do it, my daughter calls and her car broke down. So I had to drop what I was doing and go take care of that. So it's all good. She's well. Nobody got hurt. It's just part broke on it and she couldn't drive it any further, and we had to get towed back to the garage. Isn't life grand? So anyways, by the time I got home, it was late and everybody was home, and you know how that goes. So I figured I'd come on today and show you how I make some of the signs I make. So I'm working on products for the Westmoreland Arts and Heritage Festival. It is the weekend right after the 4th, so it's the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. That Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Twin Lakes Parks, right out of Greensburg, Pennsylvania. And it is a huge Arts and Heritage Festival, and we will be doing our blacksmith demonstrations on the Heritage Trail. So if you don't know, just look on the map and it will show you. They pass maps out all the time at the information center, and the people there are very nice, and they will direct you to where it goes, where we will be. So we'll be doing blacksmith demonstrations, and if I could scrounge up some furniture, I'll probably have wood. I'd like to do some furniture repainting. So we'll see how wet it is. I'm not sure. I haven't checked the forecast to see what it's looking like. Hey, Bebby. But if it's not raining, I will have some things to work on. If it's iffy, I will definitely have some jewelry projects I'm working on. I learned how to do beading, so I'm practicing that. And I also have some kumihimo things. Kumihimo is Japanese braiding. So that's something else that I like to do also. So I need to make some cords, basically. So that's here coming up real fast. So what I'm doing today is I have some signs. I'm going to show you what I made here this past week. This is in selfie mode, so it's backwards, but it's USA. And I did a technique on here. It's a layering technique, where you layer the paints and then you scrape them back to show all the layers. So it's kind of a rough, shabby look. And I stenciled the stars, and I hand painted the USA. So if so it's a little rough, but it's like folksy, shabby chic, whatever you want to call it. But that's that. And then I did the what I'm learning off of Sonia is that did the outline. I just took a little black paint and just went around, so it kind of frames it a little bit, so it gives it a little bit of effect. But that's my USA one. I think I'll make a couple more of those. And then this one, if you could see him, he's an owl I stenciled on. And where'd he go? It is this stencil, and it's the I might have got it at Walmart or Michael's. I might have got this owl stencil. As you can tell, I've used them several times. But I stenciled him in black. This background is also a layer effect. And there goes Wi-Fi. We back it. Hello? Oh, that's like all right, there we go. We back? Okay. My Wi-Fi hung up for some reason. I don't know what's going on. So, as I was saying, I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let me shut some things off. I'll be right back. Okay, maybe the TV was hanging it up. I am cable free, and we are streaming. We are a streaming couple now, and I just kind of had it on hold on the show I was watching, and so I was going to go back to it, so I shut it off. So it's going to help. Anyways, back to Mr. Owl. Think of what I did. This is just another layering. I just layered paint, and there you go. And then stenciled him in black, and then I highlighted him with a silver paint to kind of bring him out a little bit more, because he was kind of dark against this background. And then I took another stencil that Dream on it and just stenciled Dream on there. And there you go, Mr. Owl. So I'm going to try, and I'm working on top of this box because I'm trying to get things in within screen. So oh, sorry, I'm bumping you around, making you seasick. I have a goal to get a regular holder, tablet. There we go. So I don't have this problem, and I can put it on a tripod. Goals. So, anyways, I have here a board I started, and I covered it in Junk Monkey Paints Teal River. Okay, on the side. And this is just an old board that I brought home from my dad's house. He had a stack of them there, and instead of burning them, I just brought them home. So I'm going to make just old decking board. And I painted this one teal, and then on top of it, I put a ivory colored paint, and then I just dab splotchy colors all over it. So what I'm going to do is, and this technique is inspired by, because it's not exactly, it's inspired by the turquoise Iris Dionne Woods and how she does her furniture. And but so this is kind of inspired by her. This isn't exactly how she does hers, but it's a method that she has come up with, and I'm kind of trying my own thing using her idea. If that makes sense. All right. But if you haven't checked out the Turquoise Iris on Facebook and on YouTube, she is lovely. If you like the layer look, her furniture style is more artistic. She works in layers and layers and layers. Her choice of paint is DIY paint. It's clay base. We don't have that in my area, or I have not found it yet, so I don't know what it's like. I'm using Junk Monkey paint right now in Black Velvet, which is the blackest black you can get. It is so yummy. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I painted on top of all my colors. So I covered it up. The idea is when I brush back on the black, it'll reveal what's underneath. I need a wet towel. And I have a damp, this is an old damp towel I was using yesterday. I thought I had a spray bottle, but I don't. This is, so I am trying this. This isn't exactly how she does it. But the idea is interesting to me. Alright. So I wiped some, since I had a damp towel, I'm wiping some of this paint back. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. It's the first time I tried this. So now it's a little more translucent with the colors underneath. And I'm going to set it aside so it dries a little bit. Then I'm going to take a little sanding to it. Yes, I am. Let's see. I have this little piece. It's just a wood block again. It's just a scrap pulled out of my husband's scrap pile, and I painted this green. And my thought is, this is a stencil, and it's a Delta Creative. These yellow stencils, they're called Delta Creative, and I think Walmart's or Michael's has these. They're really inexpensive. You get several in a pack. So this one is arrows, and let's see. These stencils are pretty thick, and I just hold them down with my fingers. You can get and I'm going to use this Junk Monkey Black Velvet paint, and I'm using a sponge bouncer. I'm using a sponge brush today. Just wipe it off of there. You just hold it down and then pounce. And if you pounce up and down, you don't get a lot of that bleed through. And Junk Monkey paint is thick. It's a nice thick paint, so that also helps too. So you can brush it, dab it, brush, dab, 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 dab. So, ta-da! An arrow to my heart. So if I remembered my stencils with words on them, I will put some words. So let's see, what have you guys been up to today? I take Bill Dog to the vet. Aha. Okay. What do you think? Believe? Look, this is what happens when you paint. You get a mess on you. But he's just going for a checkup. Since we put the, since Buster Boyd passed away, I want to make sure that the dog is, just believe it, okay, it's just going to fit. Is up to date on everything, and nothing's going on there, so he's been scratching. I think he has allergies and fleas, and got flea medication, so he's not scratching as badly, thank God. But there's nothing worse than getting up in the middle of the night and hearing that like licking sound. Bounce, 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 bounce. I'm going to show you something here too with these little letters. See if I can get it done. Stenciling is such a great way to quickly do a little project. So if I brought a paintbrush. Well, of course I didn't bring the right size. Alright. Then we have Believe. It's backwards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to join the letters together. That way it looks less like a stencil. And I don't know, hear that when you do letter stencils like this, you should go back and fill in the connecting pieces. And that way people know you know what you're doing. I don't always know what I'm doing. I just make it up as I go along. Hope it turns out right. Okay. See? And it's all together now, I believe. So I think, and what you want to do is, I'm not sure how I like this, but we'll play around with it for a couple minutes. Take the big brush. What you want to do is go around the side, just with the edge of your brush. It could be any brush. It's this old chip brush I'm using. And paint the sides of your board or canvas or whatever you have. This would look good. I wish I would have brought the, I'm in my dining room, so all my craft supplies is up in my room. I think this might look good with maybe a little bling. Needs something to zhuzh it up a little bit, but that's just a basic little sign. And I'll go, when it dries, go back, rough it up, and rough it up a little bit. So let's see. Here's my sign. This stuff dries so fast. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're back to this dude. All right. Take a sanding block or a piece of sandpaper, whatever you have. And this is mostly dry. This chalk paint dries really fast. All it's going to do is go with the grain of the wood. So we're going to go up and down, up and down. And we're going to rough up. Magic. Look. You see all the colors coming through? Looks like a decrepit building. Like if you go down the city and you see old houses or old buildings and they got layers and layers of paint, that is the idea. So is to get that old decrepit building look. And what happens is when you put your sealer on here, let it be a wax or your polyurethane, it brightens up all that. So, but look, check it out. So that is a cool technique. And if you had a big old buffet, you could do that with. And Dion has a gold that she uses, and she puts in there just to brighten it up. So definitely do that. So, and then you just want to go around your edges a little bit. Like I said, this, and some of these wood pieces, let's sand them down a little bit. And there we go. What do I do? What do I have to put on here? I need some big fat letters. And of course I don't. I have little skinny letters. Oh, yeah. Okay. Talk about not being prepared. Okay, as always. So this one I don't know what I'm going to do with, but I just thought I'd show you. So you take your base colored paint. It could be any color you choose. A light colored would work best. So you can do antique white. This was a teal river. You can do lime green, pink, whatever. As long as it's light in color. And then you take 3 or 4 other colors and just splotch them all over your board in splotchiness and let it dry. I'll let this dry. And then you go over it with the black paint, and then I wipe some of it down with a damp rag. I let that dry, and then I sanded the rest of it off, and then that's the effect you can get. So this could be real interesting on a piece of furniture. So I have a rooster here. Let's see. I'm not sure if he's going to fit. No, he's not going to fit on this one. So I have this. It's just a piece of cardboard from an old print that I picked up for free. And I took it out of the frame. I had this. Here's the frame. I'm going to paint it later. It's just old gold let's do that instead, because I don't have enough. I don't have enough, what do you call it, stencils down here to do that. Yeah, it does. It's butterflies and that. But it's old. It's just cardboard. It's a piece of paper and cardboard. But I'm going to take and paint it and make a sign out of it. But the frame, I'm going to paint. Because I didn't bring all my stencils downstairs. So I want to put like farmhouse or farm or something like that with this rooster that I got at Michael's that I haven't used yet. And I've been dying to use them. So I want to stencil him on there. But I don't have all the materials, so we're going to move to the frame. You don't always have to take the glass out. This one I just peeled the paper off the back, and it's just... Come on. Very carefully take the frame out. Take the glass out, and then you can cover it, paint it later. So we got Mr. Rooster. Let's do, I want to show you something. It looks like a water scene. I guess it does. Thank you. Thank you, that's cool. I like that. Thank you. I got this little goose for like $1 somewhere at the salvage yard, and he's just a figurine. He's all was painted. I took some chalk paint, the Junk Monkey Antique White, and painted them. So you got your little cheap knickknacks and you want to do something with them, you could paint them. I saw that in a YouTube video. All right, let's get Antique White. Here's my, and paintbrush of some sort. Okay. And we're going to do Antique White. Thick and creamy. Oh, yeah. This is like vanilla ice cream. Frames are so easy to do. This is like a no-brainer. Just paint on. This paint will stick to anything. And this is just a cheap wood frame. Nothing special. And a lady on Facebook on the garage sites last week or so, she was having a garage sale, and she put at the end of the day that if anybody wanted anything, they can come and get it for free. So I saw the pictures there, and a wreath, and maybe something else, I forget. So I thought, well, what the heck, I'll go find out where she is, and she gave her address. And so I took a ride. I went and found her house, and lo and behold, there was all kinds of stuff there for the taking. So, I did. Well, she said you could, so I did. So, look along on garbage day. I've done that too. Stuff up along the side of the road. In fact, I have to. My daughter's neighborhood often has stuff out, so that we've picked up a table or two from her neighborhood. So I always ask her, tell her, if you see anything, call me and let me know. I'll be out. We'll pick it up. So, look, a couple minutes. We've got the paint on it anyways. Let's make it neat. That's all you really need to do. And there you go. And if you want to distress it, run your sanding block over it, and it'll bring out that little bit of gold, and you're done. And there it is. Beautiful. So that's all I have for you today. I have to clean up. Oh, I gotta clean everything up. I wanted to do some drawers, but that plan got kicked to the curb. So let's see. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so I should not be leaving the house. I do have a little chest of drawers I picked up for $5 at a garage sale that I need to, if I don't do it tonight, I will have to do it tomorrow, but it has to go down to my booth. My booth is probably a mess, so I have to go check on it because I sold some things, so I don't know if they put things back neatly. That's my booth down Mount Pleasant. It's Heritage Treasures. And so I have a table that I did that you saw. I'm going to take it down at least just to fill in, and then a couple signs. So I'm kind of going forth between getting ready for the show and keeping my booth filled to a point. So I mean, it's going, but it's slow. But high hopes. So that's all. It's easy to make signs. So if your husband and boyfriend or whoever, dad, has wood hanging about the garage in the basement, and you want to make cute decorations, go get some stencils. Those stencils cost me under $5, and a lot of them, they got them at Walmart. They come 3 to a pack, different designs. You can't beat, and you can use them over and over and over again. They're nice. They're thick plastic. And I don't wash them. A revelation, don't wash them. You use them over and over and over again. So that's all I have for you today. And I will let you know when I'm on tomorrow. So keep an eye out. And we got Twin Lakes coming up. And here I am at the point where I am lost for words. So thank you. And if I didn't say it before, I'm Diane from Eclectic Beauty Studio, and if you find value in this video and somebody would like to watch it and like to pick up a technique or two, please press the share button, and if you have not subscribed to my page, press subscribe, and please share with your friends, tell them to join, and I'm going to try to get on a regular schedule here, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.